Hello guys, it seems that BYD will build one or two factories in Europe. Bloomberg spoke to Stella, who is the executive vice president of BYD, and regarding the factories, she said that yes, and maybe not only one, it can be two. Adding that the company is evaluating the best location to support BYD's rapid ramp-up. And rapid ramp-up is truly what BYD is doing, certainly in China, but I think they will do the same around the world. Another BYD official, Brian Yang, who is the Assistant General Manager for BYD Europe, spoke to Autocar, and he was asked about production localization in Europe, which basically means new factories in Europe. And Brian Yang said that we are seriously thinking about some localization plans. We don't have a solid plan. We have just started to learn to really understand the beliefs of our customers. And if everything goes well and we build up all the foundations and structure here, that could lead to some localization. So Brian Yang is not so sure about these plans, as Stella is, but I believe an executive vice president of BYD is a higher rank than the assistant general manager for BYD Europe. So in this case, I tend to believe to Stella. Currently, BYD is selling 3 vehicles in Europe. The BYD Atto 3, which is a C-segment SUV, the BYD Han and the BYD Tang, which are E-segment sedans and SUVs. And they are only selling these vehicles in some of the European countries, like Norway, Sweden, Denmark, the Benelux states and Germany. By the end of the year, they want to expand to France and Great Britain, and they intend to successively cover all important markets in Europe. It is a good sign that they are already evaluating locations in Europe, but where can these locations be? Personally, I believe that Eastern European countries like Poland, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, Croatia and Romania can be very good locations for the new factories. Many automakers and in general many auto industry companies came to this region in the last couple of decades, and I believe that this is the optimal region to build factories for foreign automakers as well, especially the Chinese automakers. One reason is that these countries are still cheap, and the second reason is that because already so many automakers and automotive suppliers are in this region, the supply chains and also the human resources are ready for such factories. But which countries is BYD likely to choose from the Eastern European countries? I have checked BYD's European webpage, and it seems that actually there is only one country, Hungary, which has a BYD factory. BYD has an electric bus factory here with an annual output of 400 electric buses. This is of course not a big number. However, this means that they already know how to operate a factory in Hungary. So they have familiarity with the country. When a company wants to build a factory in Europe, countries start to compete for this factory. They give several incentives for the company to build factories in their country. So there is a race, a competition for this factory, and I believe Hungary is starting from a good position in this race. Overall, I believe that these factories in Europe are new signs that BYD is very serious about the European expansion. Also, looking at the last 2 or 3 years, it seems to be a very good idea to diversify production to some extent. Because if there is any problem in one continent, they can at least operate well in other continents. I also believe that other Chinese automakers will start building factories in Europe. Maybe not a complete factory, but a final assembly plant. NIO is already in Hungary as well, but they are only building swapping stations, so it is a small factory at the moment. Anyway, I will keep tracking these new factories and this exciting expansion of the Chinese automakers. Okay, we have arrived to the end of this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to comment, share and give it a thumbs up. And if you like the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.